you've ever lucid dreamed before, you may question if the dream's possible in real life. You can fly through space, break stuff, build stuff. It'll feel like ReZero when you wake up and everything you built is gone. Today, I'm gonna use AI as a medium for dreaming. As crazy as it sounds, this might be possible in Roblox. And no, I don't mean you click a button to lucid dream. I mean I track your eye movement and put you in a new scene every time you blink.
And because I am sensitive about revealing my eyes, I will blink repeatedly in a blurred environment and show you guys the output to prove that my AI agent works. Throughout this video, you will see a mix of this AI voice and my normal voice, as sometimes it is inconvenient to record my actual voice.
You might ask if that's even possible. My simple answer to that would be, it is, but with a twist. See, for something as open as a camera, I can only run it on my local machine. In the real world, I'd have to ask for explicit consent, but I give myself consent. Let me show you an example. This is my camera. However, this is actually a server I built in Python. I cannot send a request to Roblox every time I blink. I can only retrieve information from external sources in Roblox. So I have to rely on the service called HTTP service. It allows me to send GET requests for information from services like my Python code. Roblox has a limit of 500 HTTP requests per minute, or roughly a little more than 8 requests every second. To ensure I fit within their policies, I send a request every 0.2 seconds, so around 5 requests every second. This is way too short of a time period, so blinking may not even be captured. To fix this, I added a timer on my Python script that keeps the blinking check as true for a period of time every time you blink. And now, as long as I keep it true for a minimum of 0.3 seconds, the Roblox servers can pull for my blinks. Now we can actually generate a world. I can't just tell my AI to help me build a world. They can't do that, or can they? These are LLMs, or large language models. They can produce output through text, but engineers have combated this with the usage of tool calls. The premise of it is, we can explain to the LLM what functions we have available for them in a toolkit we provide. They can tell these functions through their text to which we can process and execute. I've tried countless LLMs, all to no avail. OpenRouter is too slow, Google Gemini limits me to basically 2 requests a day, and other LLM API keys either blatantly take my information or take my money. At least keep it on the low, man. Anyhow, I thought of a few new ideas, and I eventually came up with a solution of batching. You see, if we can process AI requests in the background, we can queue these worlds whenever they are ready to use. We can queue 5 at a time, which is kind of like how modern day social media apps like TikTok preload your videos. While these processes are queuing, I have a Python script with pre-generated AI code of over 2,000 lines, all abiding to the tool call structure I provided earlier. I will randomly select worlds that have already been generated by AI to produce for the user. And so with a little pre-batching action, basically any live batching delay won't really matter. The main issue now is, how do I actually make the toolkit for the AI to use? Well, this is kind of like building the tools that any game engine provides. We're tackling this problem through abstraction. We can make a module that lets our AI spawn parts, spheres, floating spheres, structures, NPCs, brain rots. And no, I'm not joking, brain rots. With these API calls, I noticed they kind of suck. They don't know how to abide by the rules of creating a world, and they end up producing worlds with 1 brick, which I'm not even sure how they follow the instructions of my lucid dreaming expert. So I had to rewrite the entire agent prompt, basically writing documentation for my code and instructions for how to use them, instructions for how to make the world. Yeah, all boring stuff. Another issue is how long these prompts are. See, the longer I give a prompt to an LLM, the longer they have to take to process those inputs and provide an output. I have to provide documentation, essentially with variables and pseudocode, so I'm not explaining everything. Thought that was the hard part? No, I have to now take it in the JSON structure provided by these LLMs and turn them into actual function calling in Roblox. See, when I said you can't actually send information directly to Roblox and we can only retrieve info, yeah, sidestep time, baby. I made Roblox send a GET request to my Python backend to call the function and send it back to Roblox.
And I'm low-key hella lazy to keep editing, so that's basically the final product. If you guys would like this to be open sourced, or for me to go into a more technical breakdown, please comment down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm having a hard time managing my schedule to edit videos now, so I apologize for the sporadic upload schedule, but here is some gameplay. You can see every time I blink, the scene is changing, and my eyes hurt really bad while playing this. With that being said, bye!